2NURFM.com, a broadcast service of the University of Newcastle.
Coming up at the University of Newcastle, it's the book fair. Now, Vic Levi, who's president of the Friends of the University, joins us this morning. How often does the book fair come around, Vic?
It happens every 2 years, and we started in 1983, so this will be our 15th book fair. And we're looking forward to the biggest and the best.
Well, it's certainly...
Hopefully.
It seems to come around very quickly. Now, is it just books in the book fair?
No, it's books, records, CDs, DVDs, texts, fiction, all kinds of books and records. And this year we've got our biggest ever vinyl record collection.
Now that's
so
interesting.
Very exciting.
People are changing hands, or the records are changing hands.
Yes,
perhaps.
they're going back to vinyl, which is quite extraordinary, isn't it? Particularly the younger people are finding the quality is better on vinyl, and we've got one set of 13 Beatles LPs, which sold way back in 1972 for $319. So that'll fetch a pretty price. And the covers are absolutely remarkable, pristine condition. And the records, I've had a look at them. We haven't played them yet, but they look as if they haven't been played. So there's a collection. All of the Beatles LPs that they produced in Britain are in this set.
I remember seeing a collection like that years ago, so that will be a very special thing. What about some of the books? Are there some really special books there?
Yeah, we've got some wonderful treasures. One particular book has taken two books really, works of Robbie Burns, and the two sets were given to a man in Dundee in Scotland in 1876, and the inscription says to Mr. William Muir, on his departure to Australia, 1976 Dundee, from his brither Scots. So that's a real treasure, and that man worked his passage to Newcastle. We've done a little bit of research on him because it was such a lovely inscription. And he worked his passage and married another Scottish girl in Australia. Spent 42 years in the postal service, including most of that time in Newcastle Post Office. So there's a story behind the story there. As is often the case, often there are two stories, the work itself and the story about the people who treasured it and owned it for so long. And
wonderful when they're still in good condition after so long.
Yes, we've got a set of Vanity Fairs, Thackeray's Vanity Fair, with the colour plates are unbelievable. Every one of them has been protected by the tissue, and every one of them could be framed and used as a beautiful gift. That's so great. We've got 18 first editions of Ian Idris's books. 18, which is we'll sell those individually. There'll be some collectors after those. We've got an 1876 Bible, beautiful old Bible, and we've got some marvellous comics. And, people are real collectors of comics. We've got 200 Phantom comics.
Wow. You could go mad with that.
You could, couldn't you? Yeah, Lee Falk's Phantom comics. Goodness me, and we've got... the Waverley novels from Sir Walter Scott, and they were published in late 1800s, 1870 something, I think 77. So we've got a set of those as well.
And how long does the book fair go on for? It's more than just a day, isn't it?
Yes, it certainly is. We start on the 10th of August, Saturday the 10th of August, and we go right through to the following Saturday, August 17. We have, at weekends, we go from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., the two weekends. And Monday to Friday, it's 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So, and we open till 7 p.m. on Thursday nights, late night shopping. And we take over the Great Hall we just stack them into the Great Hall. And this year we're also in the Purdue room. We've got our records in the Purdue room and some music and stuff like that. So it's just going to be bursting at the seams again.
And what happens with the proceeds from the fair, Vic?
All of the money that we raise goes back into the university, mainly for student scholarships. We've got 7 scholarships going now, 2 in commerce, 1 in music, 1 in art. We've got 1 in sport. And all of those scholarships are ongoing ones, and they represent an investment of over $250,000 alone. We've spent money from the book fair on infrastructure like the beautiful tapestry in the Great Hall, the digital organ. We helped renew that. The rare books room at the Community Library. So, but mainly, I think that the greatest things that happen from the proceeds are in the scholarships.
Well, thanks for joining us this morning, and not too long to wait until the book fair is there, the doors open.
They'll be queuing up. Thank you.
Vic Levi, and he is the president of the Friends of the University of Newcastle, the Great Hall. That's the place to be from August the 10th. 2NURFM.